YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It's food, dude. So today I'm going to be making a homemade lasagna recipe because, I don't know, I'm feeling really like Italian-y. Yeah. But this lasagna is going to be so good. It's going to be bellissimo. I think that's how you say good in Italian. I'm not sure. But it's going to be really good. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. For the lasagna, you'll need roughly 8 to 9 tomatoes, 3 slices of bacon, 3 bay leaves, 1 cup of chicken stock, salt and pepper, 1 teaspoon of sugar, cheesecloth, a half of egg, ricotta cheese, parsley, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, thyme, hamburger meat, lasagna noodles, and mirepoix. So before we get started, I'm making my tomato sauce from scratch. So if you want to use canned, that is totally fine. Just go ahead and fast forward the video. So for the onion, I'm only going to need a half for the tomato sauce, and I'm just going to cut it into small dice. Make sure you don't cut the root off because that's going to keep our onion intact for when we start cutting. So typically you want to cut horizontal and then vertically so your pieces come out uniform in size. And for the carrot, I'm just going to cut rondelles, which is another word for circular shapes. If you want a really good flavor for your tomato sauce, I recommend Hormel's jalapeno bacon. It is like so delicious. Okay, so cut your bacon in small pieces and cook it until a nice golden brown color. When your bacon is done, put it in a container and don't drain the bacon fat. We will use this fat to saute our vegetables. So obviously we need tomatoes for the tomato sauce, so I'm just carving X's in our tomatoes to make it easier to peel. And I'm also getting an ice bath ready for when we boil our tomatoes. So you're going to boil tomatoes for about 2 to 3 minutes or until the skin peels off of your tomatoes, and then you'll put them in an ice bath. This is known as the blanching and shocking cooking method. Remember when I told you guys to save the bacon fat? So now we can use that fat to saute our mirepoix. And mirepoix is just onions, carrots, and celery. So you'll need a half a cup of onion, a quarter of a cup of celery, and a quarter cup of carrots. Just saute the mixture for about 5 minutes, and when you get really good, you can make your vegetables jump like I. Okay, so once the tomatoes are cooled, peel the skin off and cut into a small dice. Eventually we'll need some minced parsley, so chop that up and save a few stems for the sachet. If you're like, what the heck is a sachet, Carmen? All it is parsley stems, thyme, bay leaf, and peppercorns, and a cheesecloth bag. And you'll just tie that bag up with a little bit of twine. So now we can put the tomatoes, bacon, and mirepoix in a saucepan with our sachet bag and add in a cup of warm chicken stock and just stir in about a teaspoon of salt, pepper, and sugar in our pot. And I know you want me to, babe. It's you, babe. Girl.
Down my soul, falling softly on my toe. Now I know it would be.
I'm using ground beef for this lasagna, but feel free to use Italian sausage or ground turkey, whatever floats your boat really. And I'm just seasoning with a little salt, pepper, and oregano.
But I think it's time that we said go. We said go.
Halfway through the cooking process, I'm going to add a half a cup of onions, and I'm going to cook until the meat is completely done.
Confess to me, make me feel bad. Confide in me, don't resent it. 'Cause I can't stop you from nothing. I'll fulfill your desires for you. I'll fulfill your desires for you.
Once that tomato sauce has simmered for about 1 hour, you can blend it in your blender and mix it with your hamburger meat or whatever other meat you're using. Okay, so I know it looks like pumpkin puree, but literally this sauce is so bomb. In a small bowl, I'm mixing a half of egg with 8 ounces of ricotta, and I'm gently stirring the two together. If you don't want your lasagna to burn, you should butter your pan or spray it, and then you can add your first layer of noodles and ricotta, and then just spread everything evenly. I'm also going to add 1½ spoonfuls of the meat mixture with a half a cup of mozzarella and a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. really cheesy, so don't be scared to go a little bit crazy. And then finally, I'm just gonna sprinkle fresh parsley and bake it for 20 minutes.
When I get down on my luck, I hide behind my eyes in Hollywood. This ain't what you know, but who you know, you need to know someone to know no one. When I get down on my luck, I roll up and roll around, I'm lonesome.
And now the lasagna is ready, and literally if you guys could smell my kitchen, y'all would be in heaven. Like, this is the best, cheesiest lasagna ever. Thanks everybody for watching that video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a fat thumbs up, a juicy thumbs up. You can comment down below or subscribe to my channel. And yeah, see you guys next time.
I used to know, I know my fate like butter.